Most exciting destination in all of northern Wisconsin. LCO Casino Lodge and Convention Center, Hayward. LCO.
Hello, I'm Kimberly, and welcome to the Native News Update. It's Friday, January 26th. Many of the stories you hear here can be found at IndianCountryNews.com. And here's the news for today from the Associated Press and other Native news sources. Cherokee Nation Technology Solutions is one of 6 companies awarded a $249 million indefinite delivery, indefinite quantity contract supporting research activities at 4 Army medical agencies over the next 10 years. Cherokee Nation Technology Solutions will work to preserve and advance the health and well-being of soldiers and military retirees, their families, and the Department of Army civilian employees. The 4 participating agencies, the U.S. Army Institute of Surgical Research, the U.S. Army Medical Research Institute of Chemical Defense, the U.S. Army Public Health Center, and the Extremities Trauma and Amputation Center of Excellence, can award task orders through the contract. Cherokee Nation Technology Solutions will have an opportunity to provide biomedical research and surveillance, information management, and business operations and information technology activities in support of burn, trauma, and combat casualty care and rehabilitation, chemical warfare mitigation, and public health services. A new initiative on the Winnebago Reservation is seeking to improve the health of residents in the Northeast Nebraska community. Coalition of Tribal and Business Enterprises is seeking to encourage tribal members to grow their own gardens and develop agricultural businesses. The HoChunk Community Development Corporation, which is spearheading the project, won a grant from the U.S. Department of Agriculture for planning a food sovereignty project. With that planning now completed, representatives for the Tribal Council, HoChunk Inc., the Little Priest Community College, and Tribal Health Department have begun work on the first projects related to the effort, which is being called HoChunk Harvest. HoChunk Community Development Corporation now plans to apply for $231,000 in USDA funding to pay for half the cost of the HoChunk Harvest 2-year initiative. The effort will include the purchase and distribution of 60 raised garden beds each year for 2 years. Summer youth workers will install the 4x8 foot beds and provide topsoil, hand tools, seedlings, and seeds. HoChunk Farms will help create compost for the topsoil to be used in the gardening beds and provide gardening and farming education to potential growers. The goal is to reconnect the Winnebago people to the food they eat. The Arizona State Museum has received a significant donation of 208 Hopi baskets, which further expands the museum's collection of American Indian basketry, known as the world's largest, most comprehensive, and best documented assemblage of its kind. The donation came from Judith and Andrew Finger, residents of Dallas and Santa Fe, New Mexico. The 177 wicker, 29 coiled, and 3 play-out baskets enhanced the museum's existing collection, which was designated an American treasure and given the moniker Woven Wonders in 2006. The Smithsonian's National Museum of the American Indian has been working on Native Knowledge 360, the museum's long-term initiative to integrate the Native American experience into social studies, language arts, and other curriculums in kindergarten through 12th grade classrooms across the country. The museum is working with Native communities and educators nationally to achieve these goals. Most Americans have only been exposed to part of the Native American story as told from limited perspective in popular media and textbooks. NK360 provides educational materials that incorporate Native narratives, comprehensive histories, and accurate information. Its curriculum replaces common misconceptions about Native peoples with facts and Native perspectives on culture, roles in U.S. and world history, as well as contributions to the arts, sciences, and literature. Textbooks take years to develop and edit, but by supplying most of their materials and resources online, Native Knowledge 360 is able to get into classrooms quickly, easily, and in a way that is imminently teachable. Native American youth in northern Nevada did more than listen to lectures and read about history of their ancestors during the winter break program run by Washoe Tribe's Cultural Department. They strapped on snowshoes they crafted like tribal members did centuries ago, and followed their footsteps through a valley south of Lake Tahoe to traditional fishing grounds. The snowshoe outing was part of the program intended to help engage youth in activities rooted in Washoe's history. And that's another roundup of news from Indian Country on this edition of the Native News Update. I'd like to thank you for joining me, and have a grand day.